Today's gospel speaks of when Jesus fed 5,000 men with simply 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Now, the gospel says that Jesus fed 5,000 men, but there were more. There were women and children. So we can safely assume that Jesus probably fed 10,000 or more people. 5,000 of those were men, and the rest were women and children. That's quite amazing when you think about it. This story from the gospel makes me think about one of my favorite topics and favorite sayings, that when dealt with lemons, you make lemonade. And let me explain what that means. There are a lot of people that can complain. We complain about lemons being sour. Well, there are some people that will think, well, that lemon is sour. How can I use it to the best of my ability? So they'll add water and sugar and make a beautiful, sweet lemonade. That's really about attitude rather than complaining about it like some people do. Others take it and make the best of it. And this is exactly what Jesus did in the gospel. He was given 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And he looked around at the multitude of people. And instead of saying, oh, I can't, he didn't do that. He thanked God, he trusted him, and a miracle happened. That story is a miracle, and it's one of the most famous in the Bible. And this applies to our life every single day. That when we're faced with all kinds of adversity, well, we can either sit back and complain about it and talk about how we can't do it or get through it and give up, or we can face the challenge and thank God and trust that He will help us take care of it and that something will come from it. And usually something wonderful comes from that problem. I've been faced with issues throughout my life, but I always try and remember that I have to offer them up to God and that He'll get me through it. And I realize that that difficult time He led me through led me to something much better. And I think about one of my friends who happens to be deaf and blind, and who's very, very successful. And I'm so impressed with this person. And I asked my friend, is it hard for you being deaf and blind getting through life? And he said, yes, I can't deny this. But every time I'm faced with a difficult situation or a problem, I thank God and I offer it up to God, and He helps me take care of it. Doing God's work, He helps me overcome all of these obstacles. And that really impressed me. So now in my own life, whenever I'm faced with adversity, I don't sit back and complain about it. I thank and trust God that He's going to do something wonderful with it, just like Jesus did when He looked down at the 5 loaves of bread and just 2 fish, and He thanked and trusted God, and a miracle happened, and He fed thousands. So today's gospel inspires me and inspires all of us to trust God and thank Him, no matter what our problems are, that something good will happen. God bless.